What organizations say is that you're good, you're talented, and the way we're going to develop you is throwing you into jobs that are over your head, because that seems to be the best way to develop people. And the lifeguard in the story is your boss. Now, you notice the boss does not go into the pool with you. And many bosses actually are busy, so they may actually head off to another swimming pool while you're flailing around in your pool. But the boss says to him or herself, I've been in that water before. I figured out how to do it. I'm sure you will. They also put a little ring around you. What's that? Well, that may be HR policies or a training program, or the boss is saying, I'm here whenever you need a little help. But basically, it's illusory. The support's not there. Now, the idea is that you'll figure out how to swim on your own. And if you don't, well, the idea is that you just weren't up to this task. And sadly, they'll probably move you back to a smaller pool, and maybe even a kiddie pool, and maybe even take you out of swimming for good. The moral of the story is that you own your own development, that organizations have a fairly primitive view of how they develop talent. And it's a shame, because ultimately the boss should help you, should be more direct. That life ring should be full of air, and we should move you more gradually into the deep end of the pool. Well, the lesson is that you yourself have to take initiative in order to develop yourself as a leader. You have to proactively seek out coaching and guidance. At times it'll be awkward because you'll feel that you're revealing your own weaknesses. You may have certain bosses who may not be open to people seeking out coaching and feedback, but find those opportunities wherever you can. You yourself may have to propose taking courses, seeking experiences, getting a personal coach, but in many ways you own your development. In the best organizations, they take it a step further. They actually reward bosses for stepping in and guiding and providing coaches. They actually teach bosses how to coach people. They actually reward bosses for people development. They think much more cautiously and deeply about jobs, and the right jobs given who you are and what you need in this moment, versus, let's just throw them in, see how they do. They're also very clever about how you transition into a job, and as you get to more senior levels, they provide support and feedback along the way as you learn the skills you need in the transition.